Greetings from English Club. Love and enjoy learning. Here I am sharing some tips for improving English communication skills. Tip number 1. Speak louder and talk to yourself. Talking to yourself in a positive way may involve delivering self-affirmations or statements designed to help you stay motivated and inspired. Talking to yourself might help you to feel confident about your skills. As someone said, talk to yourself in front of a mirror. What you talk about. This will help you eventually to think in English instead of translating in your head before speaking. Tip number 2. Listen more and more English daily. If you want to improve your English listening skills, you have to use the methods or ways that works best for you. Some people learn really well in a classroom, while others prefer to practice on their own. Once you are in the right setting with the right tool, you can quickly boost or improve your English listening skills. Listen to English songs and sing with lyrics for 10 to 15 minutes. It clears your throat and improves efficiency. Tip number 3. Watch English movies and web series with subtitles. This can improve your speaking skills, but you must have the ability to rewind and repeat sections over and over and slow them down so that you can accurately repeat what you hear and see. And this would certainly improve your vocabulary and pronunciation. But when it comes to communication in English, nothing is better than try to communicate in English with peers and friends. You can also read different books and newspapers, which will let you know how to frame sentences and use different words while writing and speaking. Tip number 4. Speak in English voluntarily. Mastering any skills, including communication skills, comes down to practice. By practicing speaking, you can learn from mistakes and build both your vocabulary and understanding. In order to improve your English speaking skills, move from friends to strangers. By participating in public speaking events, from forums and conferences to slam poetry events, offer a good place to listen and to speak to others. Go to language cafes that exist around the world. Language cafes offers people to come together and practice the languages of their choice in small group settings. There, you can speak voluntarily and understand your limitations and work over it. Tip number 5. Keep your attitude positive with ease. The attitude of an individual depends heavily upon different stimuli. The reason is that attitude influences one's behaviors, inner mood, and therefore learning. So, it's clear that there is an interaction between language learning and environmental components in which the students grow up. Both negative and positive attitudes have a strong impact on the success of learning a language. Tip number 6. Learn phrases instead of words. When we learn phrases in a foreign language instead of single words, we are more likely to store and recall what we have learned. This will allow us to develop our confidence and fluency in our new language and learn it faster, help to reduce the number of mistakes we make. The best way to learn English language is learning English phrases with context. These phrases are easier to remember. When you learn phrases, you are learning grammar also. The next thing is learning phrases helps to improve your speaking and writing skills. Tip number 7. Read English with depth. In order to become a more fluent English speaker, the first step you need is to have more contact hours with the English language. That is, you need a lot of input that you can actually understand. You can be surrounded by English speakers all the time, but if you can't understand them, then you won't progress as quickly. Well, one way to increase your contact hours with English that you can actually understand is through a practice called extensive reading. The idea is that you choose books to read that are very easy to understand and you then read lots and lots of them. When you are reading, you are exposing your mind to many different English patterns over and over again. And you can simply internalize these vocabulary words and sentence patterns. And then when you go to speak, the patterns can express themselves through your speech since you have seen them so many times. Tip number 8. Don't get confused by reading more grammar. This rule might sound strange to many English speaking learners, but it's one of the most important rules. If you want to pass examinations, then study grammar. However, if you want to become fluent in English, then you should try to learn English without studying the grammar. Studying grammar can slow down and confuse you. So in the initial stage, in order to be fluent, you can study phrases and sentences. This will improve your confidence and gradually you can switch on to grammar classes. Tip number 9. Don't panic when mistakes happen. Making mistakes when learning English is good. Making mistakes is a natural part of learning English, and they are only bad if you allow them to be and if you don't learn by them. It doesn't matter if your vocabulary is limited, and it doesn't matter if your pronunciation isn't flawless, and it certainly doesn't matter if your grammar isn't perfect, because mistakes are always good. What does matter is that you adopt a bold attitude and open your mouth and speak if you really do want to improve your English fluency. Learning from your mistake is an essential skill that will help you to move forward and stay positive. The person who recognizes, accepts, and learns from their mistake is the one who will make the fastest progress. Tip number 10. Read English newspaper daily. Reading a newspaper on a daily basis not only grants you various information, but it also improves your English reading and speaking skills. The newspapers are great source materials that provide new words and phrases. Learn how to frame sentences and find new ways to express yourself in the English language. Find a section that suits you the best and make it a habit to check it out regularly. You need to practice reading a newspaper on a daily basis in order to see any improvement in your English. Make it a daily habit and stick to it. Moreover, as you read through different newspapers over time, you will also grow a strong vocabulary. Go through different newspapers and find the ones that best suit your style and preference. After you're done reading the newspaper, discuss the information you have gathered with your friends and colleagues. Make sure to do the discussion in English. It will help you to be more confident in your approach and improve your speaking skills. You can make new friends, grow your social circle, and make the progress of learning English more fun. Remember the last tip: active learning brings positive results. Hope this session was informative. Thank you for listening. See you with another informative topic. Until then, goodbye.